Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we're gonna be doing an everyday makeup look plus how I do my lash extensions at home. But I also want to say thank you guys so much for all the love and support. We finally reached 1,000 subscribers in such a short amount of time, but I'm so blessed and thankful for you guys. I love you guys so much, and I'm gonna keep continuing doing all these videos, so stay tuned. So I recently purchased these lash clusters on Amazon. They're called the Shine eyelash extensions, and this is what it looks like. So they have different variety of sizes from 9mm all the way to 14, so you can definitely customize your extensions. I also bought the Kiss Bond and Seal. So basically you put the bond on first on your natural lashes to make them sticky for the clusters, and then you add the seal just to lock it in, and they last about 2 to 3 days. I haven't really gone longer than that, but they definitely complete an everyday look. I prefer them to like strip lashes. So to get started, I'm just gonna put my hair back. I already did my eyebrows, so I know they look crazy with no other makeup, but we're just gonna get right into it. So I usually start at the end of my eye, like in the corner, and then I work up to the inner corner of my eye, and I always start long and then I get like shorter, and then I'll put like wispy pieces so that it looks good. So I'm gonna actually start off with a 14mm. I'm just gonna take it out, and what I'm gonna do first is put the bond on my lashes. I do one eye at a time, just because it's a lot easier. But this is what the bond looks like, so it's black. But I'm just gonna put them on my natural lash. And I'm just gonna take a tweezer and place it underneath. It's a little tricky, but once you get the hang of it, it's not that bad. So you see? And I just press it in. I'm gonna make the corners pretty long. Just see? So you already have 2 pieces in. So I use about 3 clusters of 14mm in the corners, just to give it that like cat eye effect. Then I'm gonna go in with a 10mm and work towards the middle. And I put a few of the 10 next to each other. And I always go under my natural lash. I never go above like how you would with a strip lash. That way it looks more seamless. So you see how it's already like starting to build. Now that I put like about 3 pieces of 10mm, so now I'm gonna work in my inner corner lash, and we're going in with a 9. And then we'll fill in the gaps wherever we need to. Okay, so now we kind of completed the eye. I usually go in with more, but for reference, I have all the way from 9, 10 to 14. You can leave it like this, or I like to fill in the gaps, so I add a little bit more bond so that the new lashes stick onto the clusters. And the good thing about this kit is that they all have like the same sizes, so it starts from 9 to 14, 9 to 14, but they are like different. Like some are like thinner and some are more thicker. So now I'm just gonna go in with the thinner pieces just to fill in the gaps, but I'm gonna be using the 14mm. So grabbing a 14 of the thinner clusters, I'm just gonna be filling in the gaps. And I like a wispy look, so that's why I'm adding the longer pieces instead of shorter pieces. We're good. I think this is good enough. So like I said, it was 9, 10, 14, and then the thinner 14 mm. And now we're just gonna add the seal, which is like clear. And so we're just gonna brush that on the extensions so that they last all day. That's it. Look at the difference between both eyes. Now I'm gonna finish this one and I'll be right back. So now we have this eye done and I'm just gonna seal it. And that's really it. You can see there's a huge difference, but it's definitely natural. It's not too dramatic. It's good for like an everyday kind of look. I really love it. I'm really glad that I'm able to do this at home. I only go to my lash tech like every other month, or really when I'm like doing a special event or going on vacation. Other than that, I let my lashes breathe, but this is definitely a good alternative. I really like it. So now I'm just gonna do my makeup. So for my makeup, I already have my eyebrows done, so, and I have my primer, skincare, all that stuff. So I'm just gonna go in with my foundation. I use the YSL All Hours foundation in the color Warm Honey. I'm gonna go in with my Real Technique brush and just start working in to the skin. Now I showed you guys kind of like a makeup look on my first video, but this is more of like an everyday kind of makeup look, so it's not too heavy. So I just cover up any like imperfections and blemishes and things like that. Sometimes I also just wear concealer. And I don't wear makeup every day, but for the days that I kind of want to look put together, this is what I do. So I'm just gonna go in a little bit on my forehead. I don't really put too much on my forehead because I kind of like a shiny forehead. I don't know, it makes it look more natural. I'm not putting too much on my forehead. And I also go in with a beauty blender just to smooth everything out. I'm gonna go in with my beauty blender and just make sure that everything is smooth and we have like a little bit of an airbrush finish. Now I'm gonna go in with my concealer from Too Faced in the color Warm Beige, and I'm just gonna cancel out any redness that I may have. And I put a little bit here, a little here, and then blend that in with the beauty blender. This is the closest to my skin tone. I like to use that first, and then I'll go in with a brighter concealer just to highlight. Damn, you know what I like really miss? I miss like the old school makeup tutorials, like from when I was like in middle school and high school. Now I feel like all the beauty gurus are kind of boring. They just all do the same thing. So I'm just gonna go in with my concealer in the corners. I'm also going to bring it up so you get that nice like eye lift effect on my cupid's bow and on my chin. And those are the highlight points. I'm gonna go in again with my beauty blender and start blending. I'm gonna let the ones under my eyes sit for a little bit just so that my skin takes it in more. So I would do this look like if it's really nice and sunny outside and I want to get some pictures but I still don't want to look too dramatic, then this is like the perfect look. Just gonna blend this in. I'm gonna pat very lightly because I still want it to sit on my face for a little bit, just so that we get that bright eye effect. While that sits, I am going to go in with my concealer. I always put my contour concealer, this is the Fenty in Truffle, on the back of my hand because I feel like if you bring it to your face then it'll be too harsh. So I am gonna go in and just pat the contour, just adding a little more color to my face because I kind of look pale, especially in this lighting, but I'm really tan in real life, so I'm not sure why I look so pale. But yeah, I'm just adding a little bit more warmth. And I'm also gonna go in on my cheekbones. Not too much because like I said, this is still like an everyday kind of look, so I'm not going too crazy with the makeup. I still want it to look nice and natural. Or not natural, but like, you know, put together, but not too much. And I'm just gonna go in and blend the under eye concealer. And I'm just gonna go in with my brush and just fix up those harsh lines again. I'm just gonna blend my contour in. Set it with my setting spray from Charlotte Tilbury. This is just gonna help lock in the foundation and the concealers, like the cream product. Then I'm gonna go over it with the baking powder and the translucent powder, just to make it more skin-like. I go in with my Fenty baking powder in Banana under my eyes. I'm also gonna add, wherever I put the bright concealer is where I look crazy, I look like I have a mustache. I'm gonna put the baking powders. So I'm also gonna define my cheekbones. I think baking and doing my lips are my favorite part of my makeup. But I can't do it every day, so kudos to the girls that do their makeup every single day because I am so lazy, it's not even funny. I used to love doing my makeup every single day and I don't have the time or the patience for it. I'm just gonna add a little bit on my forehead. I don't put too much powder on my forehead. And now while that bakes, I'm gonna go in with my eyeshadow. I'm just going in with like a bright banana color for the inner corners, and then I'm gonna go in with like a kind of chestnut brown color and just all over on top, just to give my eyes some type of definition. But yeah, like I was saying before, I really wish like old beauty gurus would like come back and do the videos like how they used to, because I just feel like everybody's doing the same stuff and I'm kind of like over it. Like even on TikTok, I'm just like over the same kind of trends, and like I feel like nobody is really authentic anymore. And like everything now is like minimalist, simplistic vibes, and if only you knew how difficult it is to film those kind of videos. Like you literally have to place your tripod like in every little corner, like every frame. Like it's so hectic, and I'm like, girl, how do you do that? I mean, yo, it's fire, but like I'm kind of just over it. I feel like trends, like they're cool for a second and then they just die down. So now I'm just adding a darker brown to the corners, and I'm also gonna bring it up like if it's a shadow. I know it's like not an everyday thing, but I always love a smoky eye, even if it's a natural look. A smoky eye with like extensions just looks so much better. But we're not doing it too harsh, so it's not that noticeable, but it gives more of a definition for the extensions. I'm gonna bring it out in the corners and on top. And I'm just going in like with a highlight color to add some glitter to the inner corners, and that's really it. That's all I'm gonna do for the eyes. I'm gonna just brush off the baking powder. I use this little brush, just makes it easier to brush off. And I bring it down like where the oily parts of my face are, and just tap it in. Blend out this line here. We're gonna go over the cheeks with the Rare Beauty blush. I really love that blush actually. I think that's my like new favorite blush. Now that everything is blended out, now I'm just gonna go in with my Rare Beauty blush. This is like the best blush. It's in the color Hope. This is like the pink one. And it just gives you like that beautiful color and glow back into your face. And I can't wait to wear it in the summer also. Like I have the coral one, and it's gonna look so pretty in the summer, especially like with a nice tan. So I'm just gonna take it on the tops of my cheeks like this, and a little bit on the apples. It definitely just brings back light to your face and a glow. That's what I really like about it. I have to try the matte ones on, but this is the dewy finish one, because I do like a nice glow, but it's not sticky like other dewy blushes. And this side, same thing, staying above the apples of my cheeks. And then I just go in with this brush and just kind of blend it in more. And bring it all the way, just so that it doesn't look so harsh. I'm gonna go over again with my Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. Let that dry a little bit. And now I'm gonna do my lips. I don't really do much for my lips when I do like an everyday look. So I'm just gonna go in with my lip liner. I think the next video that I want to do is like a Q&A video, so please leave any questions you want me to answer in the comments, and we can do that. I think that would be fun. And what I do is I just blend it in over with the concealer brush just to clean up any harsh edges. So now that I have the lip liner, I'm gonna go in with a gloss, and this is from KKW. It is in the classic Kim, and I'm just gonna go over it. It's a nice pink nude color. And this is the final look. It's super simple. The eyelashes were probably like 5 minutes. The whole glam was like, I don't know, 10-15 minutes at most. Very simple, very natural kind of looking. You don't have to add the gloss, but I added the gloss because I wanted it to be put more together. But yeah, you know, you get that airbrush kind of finish, and it doesn't look cakey. So we're good to go for the rest of the day. I hope everybody has a great month. It's finally March. I feel like February had a weird vibe to it. I don't know if anybody else feels that way. So we're gonna start fresh. And good vibes for the rest of this month. Like I said, I think my next video I want to do a Q&A, so leave any questions in the comments below or hit me up on Instagram, and we can talk about friendships, relationships, school, work, life, anything that you guys want answered, business also. So stay tuned for the next video, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon.